And they hide in secret because they don't want y'all to overthrow them. But they got to go. You know, they ain't welcome here no more for the dirt they laid down and the dirt that we got to clean up. And this is what prompted me to talk about the audacity of ignorance. People will burst out in ignorance and say some stuff and expect you to accept it as if you don't know what you're talking about. That's audacity. Tell you you don't know what you're talking about, but they don't know the right answer. That's audacity of ignorance. Man, that ain't true. Prove it. No, well, what's the right answer if mine is wrong? I don't know, but that ain't it. No, it don't work like that. If you're gonna tell me I'm wrong, you got to show me what's right. You can't tell me I'm wrong until you can show me what's right. And anybody that pay attention can see it's not right if all your kids at home fighting and then you go home and stop all the fights at the school, but you won't stop your kids at home from fighting. That don't even make sense. That's what they telling us when they say go over there and deal with China issues, America. America need to deal with what's going on over here. They need to deal with giving us back what's ours. All the rest of that stuff gonna work out. They need to give us back what's ours. And we need to look at the scenario of how we deal with the situation, because what they really want us to do is get ignorant so they can try to hold on to power. But they already know that as long as we don't get ignorant, their time is up. And so they are packing their shit to go, and the people, ignorance is holding them here hostage. They don't even want to be here no more. You know, except for the Pope, because he got a day of reckoning. And they got that imposter parading around like the Queen ain't dead. She been dead. But we all keep falling for the shenanigans and parlor tricks. That's the ignorance. That's why we lose sight of how they trick us, because we accept stuff like we all jump behind the rally to go liberate some Chinese people, and we watching us over here die. We watching us over here be oppressed, our wages being stolen through deception and trickery and deceit. Politicians, trafficking in little kids. We sitting over here watching it, and they want us to go over there and deal with somebody else's issues. You tell all them people that be going down there to D.C. talking about they need America to intervene somewhere. America need to intervene at home. That's where they need to intervene. All these mothers need to call their kids home from the military to come secure home. That's what they need to do. Shit, we in the middle of a real touchy situation here. You know, these people gonna be out here in the street begging us to go help somebody else when we won't help ourselves. I don't want no parts of that. They can keep it. Anybody don't want to help themselves don't need no help. They want you to do it for them. That's that entitled shit. That helpless entitled shit. I ain't gonna go do the work. You do it for me. I need some help. That ain't help. That's doing it for you. Motherfucker don't need to do nothing for you. You need to help. You need help. Ain't nothing wrong with helping somebody, but when they ask for help and then they leave you with the bag, that ain't help. Hey, Rhonda. So, in ignorance, the ignorance be spawned to say something that you should do this, that, and the third, but they won't deal with the issue at hand, the closest thing to them first. And that's the problem. You know, they asking the same devil that got their foot on their neck to go get the devil overseas foot off their people neck over there. What part of the game is that? That's like upside down and backwards to me. If we want to do everything right, you start closest to yourself. Start working with yourself first. But they don't listen. It's a hard road to travel. So, I'm going to take this time now. I'm going to take questions. If anybody got any questions that they want to know, just a good time to ask them, because I don't really have much left on this topic. I just wanted to point that out So if y'all shoot a question in here and we add another topic to the subject matter. I don't see none in here yet. Actually, Brandon just came in. Got any questions, Brandon, about anything? I was in there talking about the audacity of ignorance and how ignorant it is for these people to be in D.C. right now holding a rally talking about stopping something going on in China when it's going on over here. And that's, so that's what I was on just then. But right now, I'm taking any questions. So I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. If nobody asks no questions, I'm going to wrap it up. So it's basic energy conservation. If you got a leak in your water hose, before you try to water your neighbor's garden, maybe you should patch that leak up in your hose. And then you could probably get a more effective water supply where you need it. So pay attention to what they rally against and what they rally for. Because all of it is used as tools of distraction. It's a misdirection to point you in the wrong way on purpose. So if they want to hold a rally to talk about the indiscretions of China, that's foolish when they don't want to deal with what's going on at home first. I don't understand that. That don't make sense. So if you don't want to deal with the struggles that we have over here, how can you deal with the struggles overseas? That's ignorance. That's audacious ignorance. They read the whole list of everything that's going on in America off and said this going on in China and America need to intervene. I don't know. I just thought it.
Agenda. It's not just free Larry Hoover. It's free Chief Malik Angel Bay and all political prisoners. It's to put the matriarchs back in positions of power across the land that they're supposed to be in by the natural right of the earth right. And from there, we can then begin to see our way because we already know how to do it all. I know, Christina, but that's okay, sweetie. Me and you going to talk in the background and we're going to pick up when I get done. So, Free Larry Hoover is the battle cry. The battle cry is us reclaiming our shit back by understanding that we didn't come on those ships and that we understand who came, what they done, how they done it, and we are not falling for the banana in the tailpipe anymore. So that's the whole agenda. It's Free Larry Hoover in a nutshell. So Free Larry Hoover is the battle cry, and everything that we want comes with the Free Larry Hoover agenda that we pushing. It's unilaterally across the board, restoring the organic people back to their organic positions of restoring the balance to the land and to the people. And for those who came as immigrants, they're gonna have to tribe up with us. They're gonna have to find a tribe that's gonna be willing to accept them in and to give them ceremonial tribal rights. That's all it is to it. Or else they're gonna have to get the fuck out of here. You're either gonna click up with a tribe or you gotta go. And that's just, you're gonna be part of a tribe. We not finna do this Democratic Republic pedophile patriarchal cult phenomenon any longer when y'all get ready to unify. So that's my exit out of this video. So keep your head up and we gonna see 3 chiefs walk the land. And Tukey is the shocker. Remember that. There's treason, high treason, and an act of domestic terrorism and warfare. So it's in the mainstream now. This is the beginning of the flip. Right? That came out
yesterday. So I can tag my mama, but that's okay. I just screenshot this part. What time?
Yeah. So
at 2:22.
If they know, listen, if they caught the server being hacked in real time and they captured the person that was hacking the server overseas, I think he was in Italy or Germany, And they caught him, arrested him. He's in their custody. They got him. He told who was involved with him, who told him to do it. And from there, they was able to backtrack through all of the motherfuckers that infiltrated.
Changed the whole thing with blockchain. Like they caught everybody red-handed, but I think it was all in stages. We had the child predators that they had to get up, and they started that. Then it went into, we knew the government people, but we didn't know how many government people, judges, cops. It went, so they had to get the local. Then there's all these other players now, low-hanging fruit, I think. And the low-hanging fruit, all of these people that have been taking kids and stuff like that, I just think it's a huge operation going on that we are seeing, and it's trickling, and we've been waiting. But it's like, you and I talk all the time, like, where the people at?
So in on the grassroots level, we're talking about the average everyday person that go to work, come home and pay their bills, and don't really watch the news and not really up on current events. Most of us don't care about that shit. But we should, because it all directly affects what our future look like. So now is our time where we can just use our system of an oral tradition and hashtag free Larry Hoover all day long and fuck their algorithms up.
Yep.
Right? When we fuck their algorithms up, we fucking with their money. Their money is predicated up on the algorithm, so they'll know how to advertise. Now, they don't like you fucking with their money. They would rather for you to fuck with their women and their children than to fuck with their money. Right? So we want to fuck with their money so that they can say, hey, that's too much. You know? Play doctor, poke them around until it hurt. And when they scream, you know you got them. This gonna make their ass scream. 2022, hashtag free Larry Hoover is the battle cry. And with that, Larry gonna come out and tell us everything we need to know about these motherfuckers usurping the leadership on the land and occupying us as an occupied territory.
Yep.
This same exact script played out in Afghanistan and Iraq.
You say occupied territory, and we just discussed how DC now says military, and it is. And when you go there, the people that watch the lives every day, it's nothing but military there.
Right. So why would they take down the POW and MIA flag? That's the $1 million question.
That is the question, because we all have been on flag watch, as you've been stated. So what flag should we raise, though? Yeah.
We need to get a new flag. Because the original flag we had, it's still in secret somewhere. I believe that they peeled that motherfucker out of the George Washington Memorial Time Vault. And that's why they was opening all those Masonic time capsules a couple months ago. You remember that?
Yep.
Right. So in the meantime, right. So in the meantime, we have what we call the United Nubian Nation of Moors, MUURS, and they have flags from the respective nations on the land that's in allegiance. You can pick up any one of them. You can raise a Nation of Islam flag. You can raise a Nubian flag.
I'm just asking quick because I can take it down. It ain't nothing but a 30-minute drive.
What?
A flag.
You
can get quiet on me when I get direct. Y'all see this? I'm glad we on the out. We out in the public now, because I be asking you like, you can fix this real quick. And I think I know where the flag at. Why you said Washington?
Yeah, the George Washington Masonic Memorial. It was in the time capsule.
But wait, Rod, it's a lot of memorials around here, but there's a main one here, not too far from here, on Charles Street. Seems like yeah, it hit me, so it's close. Whatever that's.
So the George Washington Masonic Memorial is the place where everything was hidden at, because the symbolism say that it's there and it's in a cornerstone. And the only way to access the cornerstone is it must be shown by the capstone. and the capstone is the keystone.
Would it possibly be on top of an obelisk or
No,
near
it's gonna
obelisk?
be it's gonna be in a chain in a little box in the corner on the side of the pillars. I can show you on the picture.
Well, you need to send me on the picture because I think it's misdirection and it might have been in the original spot the before it was swamp, because I've been showing pictures that the memorial was swampland before the reflection pool, and that was 18 something. That was late. They built all this stuff. The late 1800s they built DC. So it has to be the original spot, which is around here. I'm about to go on a field trip, but I need a flag.
This is the building it's in.
You want to send me that? I need the outside too. You blew my mind about the castles in prison. I thought about it and then I dreamt about it, and then you posted some more pictures and I was like, oh shit, this is sick. They really did do that. That's sickening.
Yeah.
We had castles
Yeah,
here and they made them prisons. Like, what the fuck twisted shit is this? And they put us in it.
you know why? When they read your energy signature, right? Especially the men, if they want to keep, all they got to do is watch you, and they know when you're going to be born based off the positioning of the stars. Then they can attach you to one of the prisons. You're going to automatically go to prison. But you ain't going to prison. It's just upside down and backwards. They sending you to castles.
The crazy thing is, long story short, I'm about to get off to Google Earth. I was, in this one Facebook group, and they use the satellites and be one of the spots. I thought it was in Portugal, but it was actually in Italy, and it just looked like a castle. And I have actually been there in Portugal, and when I looked at it, I noticed the crest, and I noticed the flagpole didn't have any flag up there, but it was one of those defensive medieval castle towers, and it took me through a tour, and I'm looking at it. It looked very Celtic in the flower designs and the stone and just everything, and I'm just like, wow, that was one of those strongholds to keep the Christian Moors from coming across. It was like one of them chokehold points. I was like, this is crazy. And the fact that I've been there, but you were just talking about, I noticed the flagpole didn't have a flag.
Yeah. So
I don't know what
now
flag territory.
So if you look at the COINTELPRO operations, I can't pull the videos up because they're gonna cut me off.
But it ties into what you were just talking about with Hillary. And
now the COINTELPRO operations put what you call branch offices. They was called the Black Desk in all of the major cities. Right, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Baltimore, Miami, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta.
Was this Black Panther time or after?
They started setting them up in the early civil rights struggle before the Panthers even rose up.
Okay, so like
most people don't know, COINTELPRO go back before the 50s, but they don't start documenting it heavy until the 50s when they get all of the local agencies involved.
Yeah, because they was getting intel on us in the 1954. I think it was How to Sell to a Negro. They were studying us then when we were actual families and units, and they were just trying to figure a way in.
Right.
Yep.
And our families used to be so tightly knit that it was difficult to infiltrate.
Because we had everything in our communities. We had food. We had our own stores. We had our own shit. We did. We forgot.
Right. So all of the trinkets they was offering us, we wasn't accepting them until they started blowing motherfuckers up. Black Wall Street, Rosewood, Chicago. They burned down New Orleans. They burned down Philadelphia. They blew Philadelphia up as recent as '83. So
Exactly.
they've been they've been look. No foreign country has ever bombed America. All of the bombings that we had over here has been done by the establishment that we called our government.
Mm-hmm.
They did all of the dirt, from burning them down to flooding them out by blowing levees and blowing dams that they built to hold water back so that they could blow them later and then
And
flood the
then when
community.
we had the flood in the cities part, and I keep asking, I'm like, I don't know if it's in St. Louis or Chicago where there's like Egyptian structures underneath the waters, and I'm like, what the? I didn't understand that they could flood a damn town like that. A whole remove it, make it a lake, and motherfuckers got ski
Right.
boats on top. Like this should be enraging me for a minute, and I be looking at other people that still be supporting and talking about Obama and all this government shit. I be looking at y'all haven't woken up yet to the all of this stuff. It's out of control. I didn't even see some
Well,
girl do a whole video talking about exactly what you're saying. Homeland Security has changed the definition of terrorists, domestic terrorists, to anybody questioning. So it goes back into the whole subject. Long story short, but in the video she did say she got. I'm like, you know what? And you
the
talking about
first
freedom of
wave,
speech. It's like, at what point are we going to hold the motherfucking line?
look, at this point, we at the
Oh,
point
I know.
now
It's about to
where,
be done.
right. So as long as we don't say nothing, we are complicit in the dirt. As long as we say something, we ain't got no parts in that shit. Separate ourselves from it by joining forces together, saying that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. All of they fake courts, they kangaroo courts and all that shit, the motherfuckers don't need to be here. We didn't have no prisons over here. That's one of the biggest things that nobody's paying attention to.
What was the date
Why
on
did
that
we
too? It was 1800s. It was like even in the colonies times they said they didn't have prisons. So it's like, who thought of that shit? Who's the father of prisons? And then had the warped ass mindset. Let's make castles. Who is that
so
nigga?
the first prison was established in Pennsylvania,
Penn. God
and
damn. Mm-hmm. They,
so now you know why you got the name called State Pen.
mm-hmm.
The State Pen was, so when you look up the first prison in America, it's gonna take you to a prison that was built in Philadelphia, and they say that it was started by some Quakers, and it was designed for them to take their um errant people, the ones who couldn't conform, and give them a time to repent. The original name wasn't penitentiary; it was the repenitentiary, where you were sent to repent for your sins, so they could save your soul. That was what they call a Quaker construct, right? Silence, walk in a straight
Is
line,
Quaker German?
highly uniform.
Or
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Certain people keep
So,
pointing out. I just hope y'all hear that too. That German cool motherfuckers. Rothschild 13 families. I know what my target at.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So now they talking about prison reform. I'm talking about prison abolition.
Friend, all the captives.
hmm
It's
So
like I
the
be thinking about
government,
what they doing to them right now. And have you talked about the federal prisons been on lockdown? Have they been let go because of the incident in Texas? Like I haven't heard anything. Like, and that was the F
prison.
fucking BI. That was the FBI head agent was in charge of deciding to shut down all the prisons and lock them down. Every last person, because to keep them safe.
hmm Look, so COINTELPRO have varying different resources they disposal to get the leadership off the land so that the people can be stuck. I had this guy, I can't remember his name. He's from Australia, And he was talking about the Americas these metropolises has been here for thousands of years, but they trying to tell us otherwise,
If you
right?
go
And
into any Tartarian mud flood group, they will show you so many buildings, and they were like, "It is no way they could have built this in 50 years or this years or whatever they little." And it's always around 1800s. They slap their little time on it when they discovered this shit, our shit.
well, you got to think about it. The bulldozer ain't even 100 years old. Think about that. The bulldozer is not 100 years old. The crane is not as old as the bulldozer. So when they was having to build these giant buildings like those prisons you seen, and they built them.
Before I told it to you, I questioned it myself, right? And when I questioned it, I had to make sure that this shit was on the up and up. I'm not gonna tell nobody no bullshit. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your skin color look like. I don't care what your hair texture is. I don't care what your height, your weight. I don't care how ugly or how cute. None of that shit don't matter to me. I'm a grown ass man. And I feel like as a grown ass man, anybody that can't handle the truth gonna get abused with the truth until they get to the point where they can actually handle it, right? Um, my shit is genuine because my heart is genuine. I'm not in this shit to have followers. I don't need followers. Right? I'm fucking yes me and running behind me. Yes, Massa, what can I do? I don't want that shit. Right? I want stand up motherfuckers that if they think I'm wrong, tell me I'm fucking wrong. But if I'm right, I'm gonna tell you I'm fucking right. In this case, I'm 100% right. And as a grown man, I don't have I don't have enough give a fuck to lie to you because I don't think that you can do nothing about the truth that I tell. Right? Like, if a motherfucker don't like me telling the truth, I don't think that they can do nothing about it. I mean, so why would I tell a lie when I already have the truth at my disposal, when I know it because I lived it? This is my book of life, right? So from the 312 to the 313 to the 213 on a zigzag zig off of West Coast 440 turnaround off a monkey backflip to a straight bump on a turnaround off a papillon, which is a butterfly. And the butterfly effect is flipping the Mandela effect. And the Mandela effect flips Winnie the Pooh. And Pooh was a bear. And the bear is the queen mother bear of the bear clans. And the mama bear said that y'all need to know Papa Bear is a whole fucking gorilla. And before you grab a hold of that motherfucker, make sure you can hold on tight. Because at any given point, when he get tired of the bullshit, he gonna bust you in the head with some facts that you didn't even think he had. And they been on the books the whole time, but you was so busy trying to tear a motherfucker down that you couldn't see the motherfucker that came to build you up. So, from the mouth of Mama Bear, Black Girl Magic, Rudolph the Randolph, the motherfucking red-nosed reindeer. We talking about Bambi because her mother got murdered, right? So if they murdered her mama, they murdered the deer, the doe, the female deer, right? Trying to catch a ray or drop a golden sun, they done motherfucking brought in the darkness. But we finna flip this shit upside down, turn it around, jolly up the yellow brick road with the Tin Man, the motherfucking cowardly goddamn lion, the Leo, and we gonna take this motherfucker by storm. Don't believe me? Just ask Dorothy, right? She got the Toto with her. And when the Toto add up, it bounces off of a black dog, right? And the black dog is yapping. Why in the fuck is the dog yapping? Because it's the invaders at the gate. So the dog said, watch out for these motherfuckers that's coming to steal y'all shit. So when the dog went to yapping, I paid attention, right? So the scarecrow wasn't so goddamn scary after all. And that motherfucker had a brain in the end. Y'all motherfuckers fell asleep fucking with the Tin Man, chasing your tax identification number, right? But in the end of the day, When you got to the end of the yellow brick road, you was at the Emerald City. And the Emerald City is the Crystal City that's landing on the Emerald Lake in Colorado. But y'all not ready to hear that shit because y'all be thinking a nigga be making shit up. I don't have enough give a fuck. My gumption doesn't move high enough to make none of this shit up. I'm just going to tell you what I see. If you don't see it, that's not my fault. Real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put on these glasses. Sometimes we got to beat your ass and make you wear these motherfuckers because they live. And if they live, they trying to take our life. And if they trying to take our life, I'm trying to stop them. So you're going to be part of the problem or part of the motherfucking solution because it's cleanup time. I brings all the receipts when I tell y'all something. I don't just be making shit up. Right? I've got the most receipts on file. You can go look at my Facebook. They took my other Instagram down with over 10,000 posts of motherfucking receipts. So, and then this one got receipts on it. You can scroll this motherfucker and get plenty of motherfucking receipts. Because this motherfucker loaded with them too. You know, and then you could go to my Soro Sapien page on Facebook that's tied to this particular Instagram, and you can get some more receipts over there on that page because I done posted some over there too. You know, so I'm just saying, this shit ain't always what you motherfuckers be thinking it is. Y'all think that motherfuckers just be in this shit to hear they self-talk. I don't like to hear me talk. I like to hear me thinking. I like to hear me in the motherfucking gym getting my exercise on. I don't like to be on social media, right? But since I'm on social media because I can reach the most of my people through a social media platform, I'm going to be right here on social media telling y'all the information to help y'all motherfucking bump y'all level up. And those who want to bump their level up gonna bump straight, but those who get mad, frustrated, and angry because they want to stay where they at, stagnant and underdeveloped, then, in the words of Noble Drew Ali, then leave your ass in the state which I found you, ignorant idiot, you befuddling fools, right? So, I don't know who this motherfucker is, Scabbard 10. But I'm going to have to go over there and inbox him and have a little conversation behind the scenes. Right? Because I ain't going to motherfucking report nobody. I ain't blocking a motherfucker. You motherfucking rotten motherfuckers that come in trying to motherfucking upset the peace. I'm here to establish justice. So you going to get rolled the fuck over or you going to bump straight. Them the only two positions it is left. Either you motherfucking bump straight or you getting rolled the fuck over. There ain't nothing else where to go. Ain't nowhere to fucking hide. Right? So get your motherfucking shit together. Right? Ain't nothing personal. It's just family business. And the family is in the business of reclaiming the family fortune. And the family fortune is ancient. We got old money. Them motherfuckers thought they knew what old money was, but you don't know what old money is until you got pharaoh money. Because the oldest money on the planet is the money in the coffers of the motherfucking pharaohs. And y'all thought the coffers of the pharaohs was in Egypt. That shit over here. Why you think these motherfuckers came over here? Talking about they was looking for the city of gold, Cordoba, right? And they came over here slaughtering motherfuckers looking for the city of gold. But they should have been paying attention because all the time they saying Atlantis sank, that motherfucker flew away. So you wasn't going to never find that motherfucker while you was digging up under the motherfucking ground, blowing up cities, causing mudslides, great fires all crawl across the land. And you telling the people that they was some slaves that came on ships from Africa when you know good and goddamn well